Trespass works by telling me that I can't go back, and if I go back, then you can ID me. Until that point, you can't ID me.
Hey, can you come out and this guy wants a supervisor? Well, the people at 708 Perry want to trespass, and he's out here reporting me, and, you know, 41, sovereign citizen.
Oh, I'm a sovereign citizen, huh? Because I refuse to give you ID? Because you won't tell me under what under Title 34? You won't tell me what condition under Title 34? You're busy with me, yet you're not going to go chase him down for
well, if I wasn't dealing with you...
Well, you know what? And you don't have to deal with me.
Well,
so am I being detained? Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
As of right now, yeah.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Atkinson, number 50.
LaPorte City Police Department? Under what am I being detained for?
I just told you. They want you trespass from there because you were over there.
Okay. Okay, so I won't go back over there. Now.
Getting a supervisor like you requested.
Okay, so if we don't need anything else, then I'll be on my way.
No, you're not done. We're not done here.
Why am I not done?
We're not done here.
Why am I not done?
Because I need your identification.
You're not getting it. Unless you give me a reason under Title 34, you're not getting my ID.
The documentary opens with a tense confrontation between a police officer and a man recording in public. The narrator explains that this officer believes arriving on a call gives him the power to detain anyone, demand identification, and invent new laws. The man calmly asserts his rights, explaining trespass law and making it clear that ID is only required if he returns after being formally warned. Despite this, the officer accuses him of being a sovereign citizen, attempting to paint him as hostile simply for refusing unlawful demands. As the officer continues escalating, the narrator highlights the importance of understanding the difference between a lawful order and intimidation. This opening sets the stage for a story about power, rights, and the consequences of officers who do not fully understand the laws they try to enforce.
You're not getting my ID, I guarantee it. What you will get is a lawsuit, not my ID. That's exactly what you'll get.
I'm recording you as well, just so
I know you are.
I'm recording.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go sit in my car until my supervisor gets here.
Okay. So am I still being detained even though you're in your car?
I want you to remain in the area until my supervisor gets here.
So am I being detained though? Is that official detainment?
Yeah, you're not free to
I'm
leave.
just asking you. That's what if I'm not free to leave, I'll stay here. I don't care. You can go sit in your car and I'll stay right here. I just wanted to know since you're going back to your car. That's not normal. That's not standard procedure. So I just wanted to know because I have no problem staying here. That's just weird that you're going to go back to your car, you know?
When you bored, you gotta like grab EMS and someone that just lost a family member.
Okay.
You're over there like recording there on their property.
I'm not recording on their property.
Okay, so they want you to trespass from there.
I'm not recording on their property.
Because I want everybody to see this.
Okay.
All right, you were over there harassing somebody that just lost a family member.
But I wasn't.
EMS,
I wasn't.
they want you to trespass.
Okay, so let's walk down here to the edge of the building. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Let's go to the edge of the building and I'm going to show you this. I didn't even...
The tension grows as the officer repeatedly insists on identification without providing any legal justification. The man stays firm, asking whether he is being detained, reminding the officer that detention requires reasonable suspicion under the law. Even as the officer retreats to his vehicle to wait for a supervisor, he orders the man not to leave, confirming detainment while refusing proper procedure. The narrator notes how unusual this behavior is. Officers typically remain present during detentions, not walk away. The man questions the inconsistency, pointing out that if he is truly being detained, the officer should not be distancing himself. Viewers are reminded that many confrontations escalate because officers misunderstand or misapply the standards required for lawful detainment. This moment illustrates how easily rights can be violated through confusion or ego.
Walk past the alleyway. I didn't even walk past the alleyway. I have it on video. If you search me to get my identification, you're gonna have a lawsuit. I will not give you an ID unless you give me a reason under Title 34 to have it. That's all. That's the only way you're getting it.
All right.
Because you cannot trespass me from a public sidewalk.
Yes, I can. You weren't on a public
You can trespass me from a public sidewalk. Go. You know what? Go fuck yourself, dude. You cannot do that.
And the person lost a family member saying you were on the property.
I wasn't on the property. A lot of people think if I show you the video, then will you arrest them for false informing? If I show you the video, will you arrest them for false informing?
Sure, go ahead. I'm not going to arrest them, but I'd like to see the video.
You're not going to arrest them for false informing if I show you the video.
False informing.
It is, because they lied. They lied and said that I was on their property.
You know the IC code for false informing.
You know what? You better find out the IC code, not only about that, but also about IDing before you decide to do anything stupid today. Yeah. And then when we're done here, I'm gonna go back over there, and if they're outside, and I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna take pictures of every single one of them out there. I'm gonna run them through facial recognition software. I'm gonna find out who they are, and then I'm gonna make sure they're prosecuted for false informing. Since you're not gonna do that.
As emotions rise, the officer accuses the man of harassing a family dealing with tragedy, but the man firmly denies the claim. He explains that he never stepped onto private property, never crossed the alleyway, and recorded everything from a public sidewalk, a constitutional right. The narrator emphasizes how crucial video evidence becomes in moments like these, as the man offers to show proof, clearing himself of wrongdoing. When he asks the officer whether he will arrest those who falsely reported him, the officer refuses, revealing a double standard. Accusations against a citizen are accepted without question, but evidence proving the callers lied is dismissed. The narrator highlights the imbalance citizens often face when officers choose to believe the complaint rather than investigate impartially.
No, because I'm going to take the pictures from over here.
So you're going to harass somebody that just lost...
I'm not harassing nobody. They're harassing me because I did nothing to them. They're harassing me.
The lady's literally on the...
They're calling and false informing to harass me.
Like crying because she just lost her father, and you're over there harassing.
I did nothing. I simply walked up there to the edge of the alleyway. I walked up to the edge of the alleyway, and I invited you over to the edge of the building so I could point over there and show you right where I was. I walked. You don't give a fuck. That's the problem. You really don't care. You don't care. So I walked up to the edge of the alleyway, and I stood there. And they said, well, what are you doing? I said, filming anything I can see from public view. That was it. Because I walked around the corner from the old hospital building, seeing an ambulance there. That was it. So I walked up to the edge of the alleyway. That's exactly what was said. And then I said, and then she told me, fuck you. And I said, congratulations, you're exercising your rights just like I am mine. That was the whole conversation. That was all that was said. End of story. Literally less than 60 seconds later, I walked away and came this way. I didn't even go past the edge of the alleyway. That's exactly how it happened. I have video proof of it.
The documentary shows the situation escalating further when the man warns the officer that unlawful seizure of ID will result in a lawsuit. He explains the law clearly, citing Title 34 and the rules around public sidewalks. Instead of addressing these points, the officer grows irritated and begins accusing the man of harassment despite lacking any legal basis. The narrator stresses that officers need to understand terms like trespass and harassment, as incorrectly applying them leads to illegal detentions and civil rights violations. The citizen describes his peaceful interaction with the individuals at the scene, stating that the only hostility came from them. His detailed explanation shows how quickly false accusations can provoke unnecessary confrontations when officers fail to verify information objectively.
There was no harassment whatsoever. You need to learn the IC code for harassment too, by the way.
I know the IC code for harassment.
Okay. Huh?
That is not harassment.
Exactly. And that's what I'm telling you, man. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just explaining to you that all I'm out here doing is a constitutionally protected activity. I did not harass her. That's literally all that was said, man. That's literally it. And you riled up this conversation like this.
No, I came up real nice, asking who you are, what you're doing, what's up.
Okay, and I was on the phone with my wife, and I was nice enough to get off the phone with her so I can have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Okay?
So here's the thing. It's equivalent to, like, if I come on your property, you have every...
But I didn't go on anybody's property. I was on the sidewalk.
And it's equivalent to me. Like, if you come on my property, I have the right to trespass you.
Correct. But I didn't go on the property. I was on this public sidewalk, man. I didn't even go past the alleyway. It's on video. It's on video. Video weighs up more than anything.
That, but you never showed me the video. You continue to record.
No, because you told me that.
The man continues describing the exact timeline of events, explaining that he only approached the alleyway, observed an ambulance, and exchanged brief words with a woman who insulted him. He responded respectfully, acknowledging her right to speak freely, just as he exercised his right to film. The narrator underscores the calm and rational nature of the citizen's account, contrasting it with the officer's attempts to twist the situation into harassment. The man reiterates that he never stepped on a private property, which should have ended the trespass accusation immediately. Instead, the officer clings to the complaint despite evidence suggesting it was fabricated. This segment highlights how misunderstandings or emotional reactions from callers can escalate situations when officers fail to verify details before accusing someone of wrongdoing.
That you're not going to arrest them for false informing.
Well, no, that's because it's not false information.
It is. For them to lie and say say that, then it's false informing, man.
What's up, boss?
How you doing, man?
What's going on?
What's your name, badge number?
I'm Officer Gonzalez.
Okay, you a sergeant? Shift.
Specialist. What's up, man?
Okay, so check this out, man. So I'm just walking down this way. I went in front of the old hospital building there, and I turned around the corner, seen there was an ambulance there with its lights on, and I couldn't see anything else past what was going on with it. I wasn't sure if there was like a crash or something like that. So I walked down that way. I didn't even go past the alleyway.
Right.
Name and badge number, please.
Dyer, 14.
You a sergeant, or? I'm explaining that right now. Okay, cool. So I'm walking this way in front of the hospital building, walk around the corner, and seeing that there was an ambulance with its lights on. Couldn't see anything past it. Figured maybe there was a crash or something. Went to walk down. I didn't even get past the alleyway. I noticed that there wasn't any crash or anything, so I was just about to turn around and come back this way. And this is ridiculous at this point. Now you're triggering my PTSD, and we're gonna have problems. Okay, so yes, please. Okay.
A supervisor arrives, bringing a shift in tone. The man calmly restates the entire sequence of events, describing how he observed an ambulance, checked if there was an accident, and prepared to leave once he saw nothing happening. He emphasizes again that he never crossed the alleyway threshold. The narrator points out how the supervisor listens more professionally, asking the proper clarifying questions instead of jumping to accusations. The man repeats that the confrontation escalated only because the first officer demanded ID without legal grounds. His careful explanation exposes the difference between officers trained to de-escalate and those who react emotionally or overstep their authority. This moment shows how leadership can completely change the direction of an encounter.
Because I don't want that to happen. Okay.
Say whatever. I'm not talking.
All right, so sir, do you want me to explain this to you, or?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So when I get down there and noticed that there was no crash, then I went ahead and was about to come this way. She says to me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Filming anything I can see from public view." Okay. And then a girl that was sitting over there.
Like a random girl? Was she like a police officer? Or was she like?
No, she was just a girl that was sitting there. Okay, so she asked me what I was doing. I just said, filming anything I can see from public view. I didn't even walk past the alleyway. I was still on the public sidewalk. Okay. And then she tells me that, the next thing she tells me was, "Fuck you." I said, "Well, congratulations. You can participate in constitutionally protected activity too." And that was the extent of the whole conversation. Literally less than 60 seconds later, I walked off and left.
Have a good day. See ya.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for harassing me. Thank you for allowing them to harass me. Appreciate it. Thank you all.
In the final part of the documentary, the man completes his explanation for the supervisor, detailing how a simple misunderstanding spiraled into an unnecessary confrontation. After confirming he did nothing wrong and was on public property the entire time, he walks away while thanking the officers, sarcastically, for allowing others to harass him without consequence. The narrator closes by delivering the larger message. This is why every citizen should record their interactions with police. Many officers arrive with preconceived assumptions, and without video evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. The documentary ends by urging viewers to know their rights, support public awareness, and always record police encounters, not only to protect themselves, but to ensure transparency in every interaction.